that to go the full 3 rounds?
Kind of. I like it. I like because it went 3 rounds, so I don't underestimate opponents and have cage time in my bank. Of course, guys 10 years older than me, these guys have power, but skill-wise, nobody will surprise me ever in this octagon. Skill-wise, I know I'm better than these guys. Only a little bit strength, and they're more mature. I'm more like crazy guy speaking to fans, walking to the cage, enjoy too much, and I love it.
Yeah, we could all see how much you loved that entrance in there. The reception was absolutely tremendous. How much is that of a boost is that when you're heading into there? The reception from the UK fans is incredible.
Before I walk out with my team, I want to give shout out to my team, big brother Jez, Dean Garnett, Eldar Eldarov, whole team. When we walk out and the people like support us at the entry to the arena, I'm like, oh yeah, I love it, I love it. Everything goes off your mind, you just go and there enjoy.
It's been quite a surreal year for you. Everyone's been talking about you for a long time, and Tom Aspinall as well. And we've seen that picture been re-released from back in, was it around 2014, 2015, when you were both very young. You've competed on 2 UFC events together where Tom's headlined both, and you yourself are well on your way to making a massive statement in the company. What's that like, being around so many people that you've known for so long and seeing your success alongside theirs as well?
Tom is a great model for UK young generation. This guy is not like party animal. There's so many guys that don't get a lot of media attention. They should have get. Example, it's Arnold Allen, it's Leon Edwards, it's Tom Aspinall. Like Nathaniel Wood, these guys are amazing. Good example. I think I don't disrespect media guys, but you give this bullshit guy like Paddy Pimblett attention. These guys never ever reach top 15. Like realistically, who understands MMA, they will never reach. And I don't think he's a great role model for young guys. Please follow like Tom Aspinall, Arnold Allen, like Leon Edwards, real mans outside the cage and inside the cage. And I'm proud to be on same card as man like Tom Aspinall.
We know that your goal is to be the youngest champion in UFC history. You're coming out of these fights relatively unmarked, look like you're ready to go again. Would the Abu Dhabi card be the one that you're targeting, and is there anyone specific in mind that you've got for that one?
Would be amazing. It's a lot of fights there. I would love to fight there. I have huge fan base in the area, especially Sheikh Khalid and Sheikh Nasser, the royal family of Bahrain. If they come over, I think they 100% will come over to my fight in Abu Dhabi. I think I ripped the top roof in the arena, and I would love to get me on the card. I'm 12 weeks out. I'm in good shape. I didn't sit down between rounds. I'm ready to go in 12 weeks.
Well done.
Thank you.
Mohammed, you're very vocal on your social media. Actually, I love reading your social media. It's always quite amusing, everything like that. Do you feel that plays a big part nowadays in the MMA world, the social media side of things?
I think it does. My fight a little bit stay quiet. It was a little bit quiet, so I post picture with AK-47 when I was in Dagestan. I just sit in my friend's car and there was like AK-47. I said, let me take a picture. It's so I took a picture. I posted too in London, Charles. Just like I try to build fight. I'm against all this like stuff. I'm not like a bad boy. I'm just normal guy from Wigan. Grew up there, but from Dagestan. Just normal. I don't want to threat anyone, but I told Charles after my fight, I want to say this in microphone inside the cage. I think Mike Bisping saved his time. Give me 1 minute, and I want to apologize about I put finger up in the veins. This is not my personality. I got a little bit emotional because I had crazy week with this bullshit politician in Russia. He tried to call me traitor for lifting in UK flag. A little bit of this week, I was little bit my head was of the fight.
That's what I was going to say next to you, actually. I was going to say, we see you as a UK fighter. You know, we see. I know your nationality, whatever. You're proud of where you're from and everything.
Yeah.
But in the UK, we see you as one of ours. You know what I mean, sort of thing.
Thank you.
And, you know, it's great to see someone like yourself come through like that. I know you're very humble and everything, but you know what you want. So what is it you want next? Is there anyone in particular you'd like, or would you just like a top 15 ranked opponent next?
Top 15, anybody. I'm ready, skill-wise. I'm ready, you know, like ready to fight. I spar. We had crazy sparring backstage than actually in the fight. I think next time, please, camera, come and record our backstage sparring. And I want to fight. I just want to fight anybody. Yes.
And last one from me, man. I know last time you fought was your debut in the UFC. Did it feel any different this time? What was the difference in feeling between the last fight and this fight? Because the last one, it was your debut and you got a quick finish. This one, obviously it's your second fight, but you got to show your skills more because you had 3 rounds to show what you could do. What was better for you? Which was best?
I like both.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, I like both. Main thing for me, victory. I'm youngest. Of course, I have a lot of pressure, but I take this pressure as to get excited. When I go in the cage, nobody knows what's inside my head, but I know what's inside my head. Every second I enjoy it. I just like, let's go. This is my time, you know.
You look great, man. Honestly, we can't wait to see you again. Hopefully it is as soon as Abu Dhabi, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it that you consider Paddy Pimblett to be a bad role model?
Hey, this guy get like this put pants down. In man, you know, you don't do this. Put pants down. Women don't do this stuff. Man put pants down and get fat, drink beer like animal. You know, I grew up like, you know, Liverpool. There's some proper like mans in Liverpool. Like first my refugee center was in Liverpool. I know real Scouse people. They don't do stuff like this, you know. This guy, just too much, you know. I'm not hater. I just want to see younger generation follow real mans. If you talk about UK guys, there's Tom Aspinall, there's like Arnold Allen, Lane Edwards, mans of the words, of what they're doing, they will back you up. Not this guy like walk behind security. When they see camera, then he's like real guy. But when there's no camera, he's like hiding. I see this, I know this energy. You know, I'm not some kid like everybody push me to the cage, go fight, please. I grew up crazy too, you know. Yeah. Thank you.
Tonight, Tim Wheaton from Sports Kita here. So I wanted to ask, a year and a half from now, when you fight for a title, who's your prediction on who you will be facing? Who's the champion?
I think Askar Askarov will be champion. He's very good, and we'll see. I think maybe he take belt and let the young generation take over. I'll speak to him later about this.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. Askarov's the prediction. How did you feel about the fight? Any improvements? Any areas that you want to work on coming out of that?
Good. Main thing, victory. I didn't get hit. He didn't surprise me with anything, and I respect him. Great opponent, great guy. Just like all this media stuff is, you know, this to build up the fight. But end of the day, I respect every single guy who steps in the octagon, earn money for the family. I cannot, like I said, I apologize for the finger. He has family watching him back home. It's not good thing I've done, and I'm a man, you know. And I do something wrong, I have heart to like apologize about this. And I wish him all the best. He will be back strong. Yeah.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
Ask you, as you grow in your career, obviously it's a great place to fight here at home in London, but do you start thinking about, I want to travel the world with the UFC, I want to fight in Vegas, I want to fight around the world? Does that cross your mind?
Yes, I fought already around the world when I was an amateur. I fought in Bahrain, I fought in Australia, Italy. In wrestling, I compete all European countries. And if I travel there, I feel comfortable everywhere I go. And I will love to. Yeah.
Is there a particular fighter whose career you want to say, like, I want to be like him or her, I want to be dominant like that and carry myself like this person?
No, I don't. I have my own career. I have my own career, and people say he talks this too much. This guy didn't do this. Like they compare me to, for example, Habib. He said like he don't talk as much as you do. I'm different guy. Of course, I will be like I'm different guy. Main thing, I say to Charles, I'm gonna beat him. I did in the cage. So far, 32 fight streak. I backed up. Next time I will talk again, and I put a lot of hard work in the cage to back up my words. When I say something, I believe in my words.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Women first.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Sorry.
You were hoping for a second round victory tonight. Obviously, that didn't happen. But do you kind of do you like maybe going the full 3 rounds to be able to kind of show off what you can do?
Sometimes guy has a heart. He has strong heart. He didn't give up. Couple times I try to take his neck. They all know I'm gonna go for neck. I said I'm gonna take him down. I posted on Twitter. I said I'm gonna take you down, Charles. Please stop this. And I gave him clue. He couldn't. So 3 rounds is good. Like I said, is cage time in my bank.
Yeah, and I know you have a ton of experience, especially obviously going back into the amateurs, but do you still learn things about yourself going 3 rounds against someone like that?
100%, especially this is my second flyweight fight since 2017. And I went in the cage as more than featherweight. I put 10 kilogram on for this fight, and this biggest I ever been. And every fight, I understand my recovery better and better. And I believe next fight, I'll learn maybe a little bit more things.
Yeah, and you mentioned obviously before about the back and forth that you had with him on social media. You exchanged some words afterwards. What did you say to him?
I said, head up, man. You will be back strong. It's a life, ups and downs. Listen, there's no shame on him, you know. There's no shame. He didn't lose his man's pride. If this was easy, everyone jump in the cage and fight. So I respect him.
Thank you.
Who talked a lot about you before his first fight. Would that be a fight that makes sense a bit further down the line? I know you've clashed a lot.
Is this the guy who is 0-1 in UFC?
Yeah, the one who said that, he was questioning your rise to the UFC.
I will tell you one story, and you decide. I came to London, when he talked a lot, you know, I came to London to Brad Pickett camp, trained with Nathaniel Wood. I booked hotel, and I said to his teammate, I won't mention his name because I don't want to give attention to these guys. He knows himself. I said, on Monday I arrived, I said, listen, bring Jake Hadley to the gym. There was another, his mate, who ex-cage world champion, I forgot his name. Another bullshit guy. I said, I'm here till Saturday, bring him to the sparring. And I said to Brad, is this okay if somebody come? I'm here till Saturday, bring him, Birmingham, London, 2 hours drive, come in and spar with me. I'll smash his head in. Why I give him a fight in UFC? He's 0-1, he got mauled in against Nascimento. I will beat Nascimento. He's a great jiu-jitsu fighter, but my wrestling pressure is different. So tell this guy, please concentrate on himself, on training, and get better, you know. Leave me alone, you know.
Yeah, great fight, Mo. Cheers.
Yeah.
In all of MMA at the moment. Does that spur you on to kind of to live up to that, or is it kind of an unwanted pressure? Do you like that moniker or not?
I think this been since my amateur debut in 2015. Every fight they say biggest prospect, future, and all this. It wasn't jumped straight after my debut, so I get used to it every fight. Growing with this mentality, it's normal. Of course, it's a lot of pressure. That's why I go to the camp to America, live at the gym, with having a lot of money, having a lot of support. I can just sit, enjoy nice car, ride around city. I'm best prospect in the world. But I go live in the gym, stay humble till I get my final goal is youngest UFC champion.
Nice one. Congratulations on the win, mate.
Thank you, man.